Hi guys, welcome to my channel U24 Healings. This is Brishali, your spiritual healer, psychic medium, occultist and a writer. So I'm going to talk about the sun position in Taurus when we know that Venus is retrograde and we also have Mercury. Though Mercury is shortly moving out of Taurus, I thought I will explain first about this energy and then we begin with the messages for each zodiac sign. Okay, so firstly, one wanted to say that sun has entered the Taurus through Kritika and then moving on to Rohini, then Vikshara, then it moves out of Taurus going to Gemini. Okay, and we know that Venus is already in the retrograde position till about June 25th. This position of retrograde started sometime in May the 13th. Okay, the reason why I'm speaking a bit slow is even I'm gonna be recording videos and my energy is a little low, so please bear with me. And that's because I've not been feeling too well of late. Of course, the retrograde planets have been affecting my health as well. So let me first explain this energy, what's gonna be happening. Sun in Taurus with Venus in the retrograde position, having Mercury there. So there's a lot of restrictive energy, especially for the duos Venus and Mercury together. These are two friends together and not being able to completely enjoy or do what they want to do just because the father keeps an eye on them, which is the sun. Okay, I'm just trying to make it like in a story form so that it's easy to capture. So it's like I feel a lot of you want to really go and spend so many things on what they love. It could be vacation, it could be just grooming up themselves like spas or taking care of aromatherapy and maybe massages or something, anything that leads to their personal upliftment like beautification and spending on their self. So that's not happening, and which is where they're getting frustrated or agitated. So one aspect is that, and second is that also the communication is a bit too blunt, or we can even say rude, but that's even for a short period because I got a little late to make this video. So another 5 days or so and Mercury moves out of Taurus, so nothing much to talk on that perspective. But yes, I have a lot to talk about Sun and Taurus. So while Sun is in Kritika Nakshatra, it's like more stronger and we can even feel a lot of heat in the environment. And on about 26th it enters Rohini, and where Venus comes back from Mrigashira to Rohini on 29th of May, right? So they keep coming closer, forming an alliance, close an alliance together, and on 4th they will be the closest, and 5th we have an eclipse video. I'm going to be making it separately. Okay, so I'm not touching that now. What we need to understand this energy is like, firstly, we need to settle down with our inner conflicts. Okay, we need to be very clear. If we are feeling restricted, we feel like in a hangman position, but that's not going to last for a longer time. Okay, so the hangman position will be clear very soon. Most of you would be confirming their love relationships during this period, just because not that they really love that person, but just it's like they want to boost their ego by saying a yes, because somewhere some of you might be having to fit their fathers for the sake of this relationship, and that's the reason you guys might want to just show off your ego. So that is a possibility. So try to control that. Don't get a wrong person tied to you just because you want to prove your point. So that's a typical Tauran energy, very strong on their viewpoints. But sometimes things don't seem the way they are. There's always a hidden and a gray area, and that's where a psychic reading helps. Okay, seeing the whole situation from a higher perspective and looking at the bigger picture at the long term helps us to understand the energy very well. Okay, and Venus ruled signs Taurus and Libra are going to feel the maximum of this transit and the energy effects, okay, along with Leos as well, and to a certain extent Gemini and Virgos, okay. So a lot of hotspots may be happening across these signs, okay, just to prove their points or just to do something very strongly because they feel so much creative energy which is getting restricted. So that's what I feel. And then Sun eventually moves out by 15th of June to Gemini, moving out of the second pada of Mrigashira to the third one, and that's when the whole energy shift is cleared off. Finally, leaving Venus alone to breathe in her own sign until retrograde motion gets over by June 25th. Okay, so this is the entire update for the energy, and now let's look at the individual signs. So let's see what's coming up for Aries. Okay, and I'm gonna be focused more on the tarot card messages for all signs. Um, so let's see what's coming up for Aries. Let's see quickly what is this whole situation for Aries. Yeah. Okay, Aries, this is like, you feel so strongly. I see a Empress card and for the Emperor. Okay, so it looks like there is a lot of energy around your parents or somebody whom you treat like your parents or parent like figure. You're worried about their abundance, you're worried about how to provide things for them. So maybe um, this is a lockdown time and you're not able to help your parents or maybe your grandparents, so you feel very restricted about this whole situation. So yeah, and I got a reversed in Hangman. So I think this is the most important time right now for you to sensitively look at things, because we have like really strong energies already hitting us, retrograde planets, and having an upcoming eclipse. So Aries, I think you need to really pay attention and somehow solve the whole situation at your family, whatever they are into a tough time, so need to look at that. So Taurus, let's see what's happening for you. Typically all the energy shifts are there in your sign. Okay, let me see what messages I'm getting. This is some good time to manifest good money if you are doing manifesting techniques. If you were unhappy with whatever resources you had, you thought that these resources were not working for you, then time to really take this situation ahead, because you do have the blessed money, Taurus. Okay, so however the situation may look like right now, but periodically you are having the support by the universe. Okay, so don't try to cut off people. Okay, showing immaturity or ego, because they might just come to help you, right, and might help you to take the next step of life. So some of you, if you want to start a new venture like a new business or a new startup, this is an ideal time to make use of all the energies that have been moved or shifted and creating completely new package of energies. So that's very helpful. That's what I feel, Taurus. So let's see what's going on for Gemini. Okay, so let's see what's happening. We also have a solar eclipse coming in Gemini, but yeah, I'll be making a separate video for that. Yeah, so Gemini's, oh, again, this is awesome time. This is about rewards, this is about the recognition, and some of you are blessed to have celebrations, maybe celebrating birth, and just avoid conflicts. Maybe some of you have extension to their family because a new member has been added, so it's birth, right? And some of you are marching ahead pretty strongly with a lot of creative energies, and you want to take over something very strongly. So that's what I feel for Gemini. I think a lot of energy, because maybe your throat chakra is so clogged right now that you wanted to speak a lot of things, but maybe you were restricted to speak and now you want to pour it out. Okay, and that's when you're going to do it, when Mercury comes in Gemini just within a couple of days. And I think that's where the energy is shifting. So now let's see what's there for Cancer. Okay, you want to desperately travel or shift to another place of work. Okay, or you want to do something which is like feeding off more of your creative energy. And you also looking at abundance, and this is good sign that if you are looking at abundance, finances and money, so it is happening for you, Cancer. So that is really good. And that's because you have not remained in too much conflict, and that is the reason you have this. And yes, money is coming, sure. Okay, definitely money is coming. So that's for Cancer. Now let's look at the next sign, which is Leo. So let me see what messages we've got for Leo, and let's see the your sign ruler in that sun in Taurus, what is it going to get for you. Okay, so you feel restricted, you feel stressed, I don't know what are you fearing so much, Leo. And I think some of you are going through a massive awakening. So either this could be some realities coming ahead at the work front, or maybe somewhere with a family relation. Yeah, looks like more to do with money. Okay, some happy realization of money, because I have a 4 here, then I have a 9 and 9. So some sort of major cycle is completing, Leo. Okay, so looks like you are closing off some really heavy karma here, because we got two nines here, 9 and 9. Okay, so this is awakening and this is the fear card. So don't fear, because eventually everything happens for a reason. And though we may not understand the situation at certain point of time, but we do understand later that whatever happened for the best of our interest. Okay, so that is for Leo. And now I'm gonna be taking cards for my next sign, which is Virgo. So let's see what is there for Virgo, and let's see what's coming up for Virgo. Okay, yeah, Virgo, I think some of you are like really bored. Okay, bored of certain situation, or maybe an affair. You feel somebody has walked away, or just like keeping you in a very cold sort of energy. Yeah, this is more to do with your love life. Okay, so yeah, maybe you felt a lot of pull because Mercury was around, I mean has been around the sun and Venus together. So I think, yeah, it's called a lot of ruckus in your love relationship. Yeah, some of you are experiencing breakups. Okay, nevertheless, this cycle of pain shall also get over. You're going to see some brighter side of life as well, but watch out, because Mercury is entering Rikshira. I mean, when it moves in Gemini, and Rahu is already there. So see how you can balance off your throat chakra, do some throat chakra or just chakra balancing, clearing, and take care of things what you love. Yeah, so, and yes, your inner child healing is must. That's the message that I got for you, Virgo. Now let's see the messages for Libra, and we'll see what's coming up for Libra. So this energy for Libra, okay, great. So this is a confirmation for love, Libra. Wow, and you are spinning on yourself. You are no more in conflict. Okay, if you were earlier, so I think that is over. So I think you don't even want to be in that conflict, because you are drowned in this love energy. And I have another Page of Cups. So something really nice. I think you are about to confirm a relationship, because I got a 9 here again. So one cycle is getting completed. So even if sometimes your mind gives you thoughts like, do I have to really do this, or some kind of double thoughts in your mind, so avoid that, because you have a lot of supporting energy right now around you. Okay, and this transit of Venus retrograde, okay, in Taurus is actually helping you in some or the other way. So good time to take a decision about your relationships. And I've already made a video about Venus retrograde in my another video. You can have a look at it, and probably you can pick up some more points from there. So do listen to that video. Now I'm moving on to my next sign, which is Scorpio. So Scorpio, this is where what I see: heavy financial abundance. Okay, not debt. So financial abundance is coming your way. Okay, let's see what more messages I have got for you. All right, so somebody is doing well at work. Okay, despite of all the struggles, mostly because I got the first card itself is finance. So I think this is more to do with your finance and career. So though you had a lot of setbacks at work, I'm getting a lot of nines in my card. So I see that the abundance is coming your way. You're manifesting that abundance. Okay, and yes, your life is progressing, you're moving ahead, Scorpio. So good luck. This energy is like helping. Yeah, and of course the eclipse is there in your sign, and I will put up the video about the eclipse energies. So just getting intuitively a message to say that if all you want to do, take some major decisions, you can take before the eclipse, which is between the first week of June, that is before the 5th of June. Okay, because we all will face different sort of energies after the first week of June, right? So yeah, that's why. So now moving on to Sagittarius. So let's see what's coming in for Sagittarius. Okay, Sagittarius has faced a lot of errors, something to do at home, something to do with their foundation. I think root chakra imbalancing, too much struggle points. Okay, conflicts. Again, I'm getting the conflict card, and yeah, so even this is a good card, for manifesting abundance. So what I'm getting here is like, even if some of you are facing issues at your work or your daily life, struggle at work, maybe devices not working, or they're getting heated up, or maybe you just don't feel very energetic. So try to take care of your health, because more or less this is happening in your sixth house, right? So taking your care is most important, Sagittarius. It's very important, right? So stay hydrated, drink less. If you want to party, maybe after some time, but during this time, especially with so many things happening around, you need to take care of your health. Okay, and also be careful about work politics, office politics, or especially from a lady at work. Be careful, and do not share your office secrets with anybody, especially people at work. People can be deceptive. Okay, and your boss can be a little hard to manage, so take care. Okay, now we move to the next sign, and that's of Capricorn. So Capricorn, let's quickly see what's the message for y'all. Okay, I'm typically taking 4 cards for each sign. Okay, so yeah, so I think getting a lot of money cards today for everybody. Okay, Capricorn, this came in reverse. Okay, so Page of Pentacles reverse, then I have the Empress. So there is something that, and of course even this was in reverse, so there is something that you want to make a decision between. You want to do something what you really love to do. Okay, and something which your ego feeds in. So this is an intuitive message that I'm getting for you, Capricorn. You would be eventually happy where your heart is. Okay, because sometimes too much of mind doesn't give us our happiness. Okay, for the soul growth. Yeah, and I see an Ace of Cup. So if it is a decision where you need to make a choice between what you love and the true abundance that you want in life, then you should choose it with from the space of love. Okay, if you choose it from the space of too much negative thinking or just from the ego perspective, it may not work out. Okay, it may not work out. Okay, because you've been handed over this choice, right? And this is where your true inner calling is, right? And I would recommend go for something that you love, and the abundance is already there. So if it's a relationship, Capricorn, you want to marry somebody whom you love, then do that. If you want to marry somebody just because they have money, then you know where you are heading to in life. Okay, so that's for Capricorn, and now I move to my next sign, which is Aquarius. Okay, all right, so Aquarius, let's see what are the messages for you. Actually, in today's reading, I've got a lot of pentacles, so it's a lot about money, 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 and of course Taurus rules the money, so investments, finances. So people are concerned about their money, and definitely 2020 has been hard as far as finances are concerned. So we all should take our financial lives seriously. Okay. So Aquarius, some of you, because this card has come like this, so some of you are lacking inner strength, and also I got a High Priestess in reverse. So this also indicates that some of you may not be intuitively connected to your own self. So if you are taking decisions completely by your mind, it may not work. Okay, and that's the reason you need to tune into your intuitive side as well. Yeah, and I have even this card, the Moon card, in reverse. Okay, so some heavy decisions probably you're making and you're unable to settle down at solutions. So this could be like a major change. Okay, a new journey, a new sort of energy, life changing decisions what you need to make. So calm down. I would say that you should do some meditations. At least you can do om chanting, and that will clear a lot of mental fog, and you will be able to take your decisions more precisely, and then you will have the energies cleared, and that shouldn't trouble you more, right? And this could be a lot to do with money and finance as well, and benefits. So do take care, right? Now I'll check the messages for my last sign, that is the Pisces. So let's see what's coming for you, Pisces. So where is this energy heading for you? Okay, all right, so some of you are too fed up with certain situations, maybe their old lifestyles. Okay, I have a lot of messages here. Let me see what's coming. Okay, firstly, I got the Devil card in the reverse. So something is like too much in your life. You really want to get rid of this. You really, really want to get rid of this. Okay, so what it is, you need to figure that out. What is that is like, being too much of a pressure to you, because you so much want to be in your own positive energy. Okay, and you are so tired of these conflicts. Okay, and something could be, because I got this card just right after these, right? And I feel that this is a lot to do with family and money. This is all together, you feel mixed up. Okay, this could also be something that you want to pursue as a career, or something that you want to do with all the talent and the skills that you've got, right? So this is definitely heading towards a lot of confusion at certain place in life. So you need to sit down, think wisely, take clearer decisions. Okay, set your goals for long term and achieve it one by one, right? So you need to think about it, how you want to go ahead, and if your heart and soul really feels like you want to move on, then do that, because that's how you're going to feel restored. Alright guys, so I have covered the energy update, including the astrology update and the tarot card messages for all the 12 zodiac signs. If If you're new to my channel, please to subscribe, hit the bell notification so that you're updated about all the new videos on my this channel. And I thank you so much for your support, for all the new subscribers. Thank you so much for joining me here. And this is a unique channel. I try to share all the possible messages in a very simple way. Now I would like to share a couple of quick remedies here. I think each one of us can increase our Venusian energies by doing a little bit of donations, by working a little bit on enhancing our charm, our own personality, by probably choosing to use more of white color, trying to stay calm, praying to Lord Shiva, or you can even just chant Om or Shiva. This helps a lot. Fridays, I think most of you who want to manifest marriages can do Vaibhav Mata Lakshmi Vrat even for 11 days, 11 Fridays or 21 Fridays. It's very helpful. You can chant the Venus mantras. It's very, very positive and very, very auspicious. And Friday is around the corner, so you can definitely do a lot of manifestations in form of being vegetarian that day and making some sweet at home by yourself. This energy adds a lot of difference in your life, in your daily lives. You can also choose to be creative, to be innovative, to interact with your passionate side. So this all helps to enhance Venus. And of course, I'm available for a personalized reading. You can reach me out on the below email or on the below social media accounts. And that's it for now. Thank you so much. Till I see you my next video. Bye bye.